All right, hi everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about using Pathfinder. Essentially, Pathfinder in Adobe Illustrator is a great way to make complicated shapes out of simple shapes. One of our key lessons in our graphic design classes, I tell you guys to look at something and deconstruct how it's made. For example, in our flag project, we deconstructed and made our flag out of a bunch of simple shapes. All right, so we're going to take some of these simple shapes that we know how to make and make some complicated shapes using what I call pathfinding. We're going to pathfind our way out of it. So I'm going to go to Window, Pathfinder, and this little window is going to come up. All right, there's a bunch of different things that you guys can tinker around with, but most importantly, Pathfinder only works when you're creating with more than one shape. All right. If I take these overlapping shapes, I can merge them together. All right, Command Z to undo. I can take these two shapes and minus the front shape. All right, I can take these two shapes and cookie cut or divide. All right, where these three shapes are now three separate shapes. Okay, one more undo. All right, I can intersect what it's just leaving the central shape. All right, I can do the exclude where it's going to take away the central shape and leave the what's left behind. All right, again, with all these shapes, they're shapes. All right, when you use Pathfinder, they're grouped up. All right, but I can use my direct select tool. All right, move them, delete them, edit some of these shapes to create more, more and less complicated shapes. This one, unfortunately, isn't working. All right, but again, they're just shapes. Um, I can move some of these things, but it's nice to be able to use Pathfinder to create some of these shapes. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to start by creating a couple of these for you. I'm going to create these first two. We're going to talk a little bit about patterns and gradients in class. All right. Gradients are located, if I were to go to Window and reset my Essentials Classic workspace, all right, I can go ahead and find and create my own gradient colors. All right. And in here, you'll notice that we can create this shape out of patterns, or we can go to our swatch library, find patterns, get in and look deep in and find a bunch of different patterns to make our shapes. Okay. Right. So this project is a relatively fun. Whoops, we're making the outline. That's not what we want. All right, but we can go ahead and find some patterns to make our shapes. Okay. To make this first shape and the second shape, all I need is a couple of beginner shapes. I'm going to start by taking, let's go no stroke. Let's get it a solid color. All right. I'm going to take this shape. All right. I'm going to duplicate it, copy and paste. All right. I can then take both of these and use my align tool, line them to the center and the center of each other. I might take my top shape and hold shift beforehand. All right, we're going to talk about holding shift option. All right, shift option is going to telescope them together. All right, I'm going to change the color of my top shape so you can see what we're doing here. All right, but essentially I'm going to take this shape, open up Pathfinder. All right, I can merge those together. That's not what I want it to do. All right, I can cookie cut. All right, take my direct select and delete. That's a little bit more what we want. I also could have selected these tools and minus the front, so the shape that's on front, minus those fronts. All right, it's most important to know that you need to use more than one shape. All right, in this case, I'm going to be making this one, so I'm going to start with a triangle. I'm going to click make a triangle. All right, let's zoom in. I'm going to copy and paste, or option click and drag, command D. Command D duplicate, so I can command D, 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 D. All right, in this case I need 3, so I'm going to take these 3 triangles. All right, I can make them red to start off with. All right, command Y to get into outline mode, and I'm going to merge those shapes together. Okay, from there it's kind of cool, right? it's kind of cool that I can go in, all right, maybe I want to round this shape off, all right, round the top off, maybe I want to, round the bottom two areas, but I can make some complicated shapes out of simple shapes. All right, so I'd like for you to create these 16 shapes. Some of them are a little bit tougher than others. All right, some of them are a little bit tougher than others, but creating these 16 shapes when you go into outline mode, all right, these shapes should be able to be isolated on their own. Okay, from there, I'd like for you to create your own shapes, all right? Maybe starting with one of these and then manipulating them a little bit more with your direct select or moving some of the anchor points around, but have fun doing it. And again, I use Pathfinder literally every time that I'm creating with Adobe Illustrator, all right? Ask me if you have any questions, but happy pathfinding.